Hello, my name's Daniel Connell. I'm here in my backyard at Eastwood, Adelaide, South Australia, and this is my video introduction for the Arts in Leadership program at the Australia Council. So who am I? I'm a visual artist, I'm a painter and a drawer. I think of myself, my practice as a representational practice. I do a lot of portraiture, but mainly I think of it as a socially engaged practice. I want to talk a little bit about where I've been and how I got to this point. When I was leaving high school, I knew I wanted to be an artist, but I didn't want to throw myself into art school immediately. I had this idea that I wanted my practice to be useful, and I needed world experience and life experience, having grown up, I guess, as a white kid in a fairly privileged white bread background. So I studied languages and sociology and politics, and threw myself into social activism. I was very passionate about social justice, still am, I guess, and I worked for a centre for homeless people. When I was 27, I started studying art part-time and then continued that while I was a school teacher for a while. When I reached a point later on, I realised that in order to be a visual artist, I had to completely withdraw from Australia and go to an empty space where I could reinvent myself and just focus on that. So I went to India, and that was a very, very valuable experience of being a strange person with no language and no community, and having to build a new community from scratch. And that's being a foreigner in a foreign place is a very useful experience, especially if I was going to work with people who are experiencing dislocation later on. So I guess I came back after that experience and did my Masters in Visual Arts at UniSA, and then worked with the research clusters at University of South Australia for a year, and then went into a PhD program. I'm at the end of that program now, after having spent a very rich and immersive time in that research. And I'm at a point where I think that the last 20 years, I guess, of my life, practicing as an artist and working in the community, there's a lot in that which I would like to now condense and I guess share. So this is why I do what I do. I'm passionate about building healthier communities. I'm passionate about sharing the richness of the arts. That's not the aesthetics, but it's the invisible stuff. It's the stuff that makes us more sensitive, more emotionally intelligent as people, and able to confront the unfamiliar with respect and curiosity and not fear. So that's my video, that's my introduction. I sincerely hope that this will lead to a further discussion about being involved in the program, and thank you very much for your time in taking to listen to this. Thanks.